What's up, friends? Coach Jen here. We made it to day 5. Great job. I hope you're proud of yourself. You should be. I know I'm proud of you because not everybody takes the time or prioritizes themselves for taking care of their health like this. So great job. All right, for our last day together, I want to talk a little bit about discipline. And discipline is a muscle. And for any muscle to get bigger or stronger, we need to flex it. We need to use it. We need to strengthen it consistently. So discipline means doing the things that you need to do in order to get to your results, no matter if you feel like it or not, right? Discipline is going to the gym early in the morning. Discipline is taking time out of your Sunday to meal plan and grocery shop and get yourself prepared for the week. Discipline is going to be cooking dinner at home most nights versus going out. It's when you miss the gym for your hour-long workout, it's still finding 20 minutes to go for a walk or doing something. Discipline is not drinking at a party with all your friends because it's what you said you were going to do and it's not serving your goals. Discipline is eating the chicken salad that you brought to work, even though your boss brought in pizzas, because that's what serves your goals right now. That's what you said you were going to do. So all of these things may feel uncomfortable at first, and good. We want to learn to love discomfort, to find comfort in the uncomfortable, to know that that's where we're growing, where we're getting stronger, we're pushing our ceiling. I've talked about this before. That's where you change. We want to find those places that are a little bit uncomfortable. So I see discipline a lot like integrity, and integrity is doing the things you say you're going to do even when nobody else is around. That's having integrity with your word. Doing it because you said you were going to do it. And this is where the problem comes in, because you don't trust your word anymore. We don't believe ourselves because we've said things in the past and not followed through so many times that now when we say we're going to do something, that little voice in our head goes, yeah, right. I know you're not going to do it. I know the excuse to say that it's going to keep us home from the gym, or that will let us go out to eat the thing that we want to eat instead. We have a habit of not following through with our word. And I'll give you an example. How many of you, when the alarm goes off in the morning, hit the snooze button? So setting your alarm the night before is just like making a commitment. You've made a commitment what time you want to get up in the morning. Yet when that time came, you decided you didn't want to, and so you hit a button and said, I'm going to sleep for another 15 minutes, which may not seem like a big deal at first, but if you procrastinate the very first thing that you set out to do every day, what kind of tone do you think that sets for the whole day? Every time you don't follow through on something that you say, whether it's big or small, you're training, you're flexing a muscle of, I don't do what I say I'm going to do. I don't follow through on my actions. And that's a very dangerous place to be. And our words are a big factor here. We use words a lot like maybe, kind of, I'll try, sort of, possibly. And these words are all wishy-washy. They give us an out. If we don't do something, well, I said I was going to try, or I might do it, or I would possibly get there. We never make a commitment because maybe we're afraid of failing. But not making a commitment doesn't tell our brain what we want to do, and so we don't know what action to take. And when it comes time to take the action, we're going to revert to the things that we've done most often. So I want you to decide what you want to do, make commitments that you're going to keep, because that action of maintaining that word to yourself is so important. It builds confidence, it builds trust, it builds self-belief. And that is so important to getting through any journey and following through on anything. We want to be able to trust ourselves that when we say we're going to do something, we're going to do something. And I know sometimes life happens. I said earlier with the exercise, like we had planned to go to the gym for an hour, a work meeting ran late, we've got to pick up our kid from soccer practice or whatever, so we don't have the hour anymore. Rather than just skip it all together, can we at least do a 20-minute walk? a 10-minute walk, because keeping your word to yourself is more important than the intensity of the exercise. Same thing with like you're running errands and you don't have time to run home to get the food that you've got prepared for lunch. So now you're going to eat out. Rather than let it be an excuse to get a poor quality meal, just look for a healthier option. Go to Whole Foods and eat their hot bar, or I love Chipotle. So that we're still keeping our word of eating protein and veggies, even though it doesn't look like exactly what we had planned. Again, keeping your commitments to yourself is so important for your confidence. And your confidence directly affects how you feel, right? Our words, the things that we say, create how we feel, which dictate our actions. When we feel confident, do you take different actions than when you don't feel confident? And so would you rather feel confident and believe in yourself, or know that when you say something that you'll probably just come up with some good excuse that you're not going to do it anyway? So I want you to flex that discipline muscle. Make decisions and follow through. Don't commit to things that you don't think you can really follow through with or that aren't attainable. Set the bar, follow through, start slowly so you start to really build this trust with yourself again, rebuild that relationship. And then it's going to be much easier to stay disciplined, to stay on track. So I want to asterisk this whole talk by saying, I get it. This doesn't mean that you can never have fun, you can never deviate from the plan, right? Or you're a Nazi, this sounds miserable, I don't want to do it. I always ask myself, does this serve me? And sometimes the answer is no, and I stick with my plan. Sometimes I ask, does this serve me if I want to deviate from my plan? And I say no, and I do it anyway. Real life, it happens. I'm human. But what I do afterwards is I ask myself, was it worth it? Would I have been happier if I chose the other habit, behavior, food, whatever? And that allows me to make a different or better decision next time. This is all a process, guys. It's all growing and learning, stumbling and making mistakes, and learning from our mistakes and moving forward. I want you to give yourself grace when you make a mistake. Keep yourself focused on where you want to go and what you want, because we get what we focus on. We get what we believe we deserve. And I want you to shift your perceptions around pleasure and pain and flex that discipline muscle. All the things we've talked about. So I really hope that these talks have helped you kind of think about things a little bit differently, maybe created some awareness around some certain things, given you a little bit more belief and confidence in yourself. Remember, we do everything in life for a feeling. And the things that we think and the words that we say create how we feel. They create our emotions. And how we feel on any given day, that dictates our actions, what we do, which our actions get us our results. So if you don't like the results you're getting, take a look at the thoughts that are in your head to start. If you want to keep in touch, send me a DM. I'll add you to my newsletter where I send out mindset tips. I promise I won't spam you. And if you want to learn a little bit more about how I work with clients individually, send me a message. The work I do really helps people shift stories, the things that we tell ourselves that get us the results that we have in life. It's identity work. I remove the emotional blocks of where you're stuck so that you can move forward, either with your body, with your business, with whatever. I basically unstuck people. So I really hope that these kind of brief mindset chats have helped. Let me know in the comments. Congratulations on getting to the end of your 5-day reset here, and know that this is just the beginning. This is not the end. Much love.